barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. So I was join the Patreon and click the link that will be in the description box. So I was talking to no, actually I wasn't. I was having a conversation with myself, and I'm driving home, and I was doing the video yesterday when I was talking to y'all last night, and I was thinking the first 4 rounds of that fight, and I know I'm gonna piss some Floyd Mayweather fans off. Nobody's comparable to Floyd and this and that. That parallels, that performance parallels Diego Corrales versus Floyd Mayweather. Those first 4 rounds is as good as a boxer as it can be without knocking the guy out. You know, I mean, he did. Oh man, them first 4 rounds, man. I'm gonna edit those first 4 rounds and make it a video, 12 minutes, so I can literally watch it. You know what I mean? Sensational stuff, fucking sensational stuff. And what was awesome is you got Joey Spencer coming up right behind that kid. I think Joey Spencer's gonna be a star. I've known Joey, like personally known Joey since, and I had him on my channel when he was an amateur too. If you guys remember, I did a couple of videos on him when he was an amateur. You got to go back to my channel, and he's gonna be a star. Joey Spencer's gonna be a star. I'm honored to know that I can help propel their career, and these kids get as much money as they possibly can get. And but I want to, for those of you who don't know about Caleb Plant, he lost his daughter, and I was thinking this morning as I'm getting my kids ready for school. I'm gonna tell you guys a personal story about me. Remember I was doing the running challenge, and I'm not drawing comparisons or parallels. I'm talking about just forcing yourself to get through the moment, because Caleb Plant talks about I've had defeats, but I've never been defeated, and I kind of impersonalized Caleb Plant's message yesterday. I've always been inspired by Caleb Plant. If you guys know, I've always do interviews and talk about Caleb Plant when he goes dry on this channel. That message resonated within me, but to get to this moment, you know, to get to this moment and celebrate. He said something yesterday that resonated within me, because he said something like, now I'm gonna try and quote him as close as I can. He says, "Can I just enjoy this moment?" And I've never enjoyed my moments. I've always, because when you grow up poor, in my head is to get to the next moment, because you can't sit still in that moment, because it's a reminder of where you don't want to be, you know. And him celebrating last night, and I thought it was great. And the reason why I want to tell this story is because I don't know what nobody's going through out there, but people hide it well. And I had to hide this very, very well. When we was doing a running challenge leading into Deontay Wilder, Dre lost both her grandparents in that same, we were mourning her grandfather and we were mourning her grandmother, right? And I knew every day, every moment, I had to get the family to the next moment, the next phase. I couldn't sit there, because if I sit there, Dre cries all day. Lincoln's asking questions, and I'm gonna talk about this too. This may be a little bit of a long video. Lincoln's running around the house. Where's grandma? If grandma's in heaven, why is she in a box? You understand what I'm saying? If Yaya was Papa in Chinese. If Papa is in heaven, why is he in a box? You know, all these questions, and these questions come from out of nowhere. He could be playing with a boat in the house or playing with Kennedy in the house, and then he says, "Dad, how is she in heaven? You know, and and honestly, that was, I mean, as tough, draining spiritually, physically, as I've been in a long time. I'm not going to make it parallel to anything, because I lost my grandfather in 1995, January of 1995. It's the 24-year anniversary this week, basically, you know, and it's tough to go through. And you know, watching Dre go through hell, and it was just an insurmountable task that I had to go through, and I had to go online and stay encouraged and continue the 30-day challenge, because I had up to 20 people doing the 30-day challenge, and because I was so poor, I'm going back to when I was a poor kid, I had to get to the next moment, and all of November leading into Deontay Wilder fight, I had to get to the next moment. You understand what I'm saying? And I've never lost a child, but Caleb Plant had to force himself to get to the next moment. I'm thinking about it in my head, and I touched on this yesterday in the video, that would break me. You know, and I'm speaking to 100% of the parents out there. I don't know how you come back from that. To lose a child and then climb to the top of the mountain. Winning a belt makes you makes you the best fighter in the world in your weight class. You know, there's 3 interpretations of that. Well, 4, WBO. You know, there's 4 interpretations of that. But it's like being the fastest man in the world. You know, there's only one of you, you know. In this case, it's 4. But man, I'm saying all this to tell you guys, moments come and go. Moments come and go, right? It is your job to become greater after the storm passes. How poetic. It's raining in California right now. And I think we all have the mettle. We all are born with the fortitude to get through these moments. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know what you're going through. You know, whether you lost your daughter like Caleb Plant, whether it's Dre, who lost both her grandparents, and you know, me and Dre been down since 1997. You know, we met in college. You understand what I'm saying? So we've been friends since 1997. We've been involved in each other's life since 1997. You know, and it's just the pain, the depth of pain that I saw in Caleb Plant for the past 3 years that I've known him, and the pain that I see in Dre, and I still see it, you know. It's insurmountable pain, but I'm here to tell you, I'm telling you, I've witnessed it yesterday with Caleb Plant winning the IBF strap. So I seen it in Dre. It gets better. Life can still go on through the worst of your circumstances. And I just want to applaud all the people that believe in that. I want to applaud all the people that believe that they can get through something. You know, that you have unwavering faith that you're going to make it. You know, and I had a private moment with Caleb Plant after the fight, and this is the summarization of the video. After you go through all this pain, we were sitting in the West. I'm gonna give you guys the visual so you guys can feel, like really taste and feel, right, what the hell was going on. We're sitting in the Bonaventure. The whole world is partying around us. The whole entire world. We're at the Western Bonaventure in downtown LA. There's a bar in the main lobby area. Everyone's partying. Caleb Plant this, Caleb Plant that. Uzutaki's team is about 30 feet away, like on the other half of the bar. Everyone can be seen. It's a circular bar, so they on the other half of the half circle, so we can still see each other, right? And Caleb Plant, his now fiance, is running around setting up things for the night. They got a party to go to. And Caleb Plant and I probably had about a 9-minute private conversation, right? And I'm sitting next to him, and he says, Fred, I told you this was going to happen. I said, Caleb, I told you before you told me this was going to happen. And why is that important? That belief team that you must have that can support you to get you through these tough months. I'm not claiming to be Caleb's best friend. I'm a supporter of Caleb Plant. I'm not his best friend. I don't call Caleb Plant and ask to hang out with him. Nothing like that. That's not what I'm leading to. But you need a support team, even if it's 0.5%, a half an atom. You understand? To help you get through. Hang around those people, right? And we're talking, and I see the resilience in his eyes, man. And he said something which made me like smile, made my spirit smile. Because if you're an athlete and you're competitive and you know what we have to go through to be great, I've only been a good athlete. I've never been a great athlete, right? And I had great moments, but I've never been a great athlete like these world champion and NBA players. And he said, I'm a bad motherfucker, huh, Fred? He says, man, I did everything to him, man. I said, Caleb, I said, Caleb, those first 4 rounds goes in the boxing Hall of Fame, Caleb. You a bad motherfucker. You need to get everything out of this. I said, America's gonna love you. America's gonna love you. And then we talked about some personal stuff that he and I talk about. And but all this time, the whole world is partying around us, right? And it's like, you know how you see those movies, everyone is circling around them and everyone's congratulating Jordan. She's showing off her ring as she should, right? And he's in this mood, right? Everyone's partying around him, and Caleb looks like a wounded warrior. Like in a movie. He just, you guys know, he just came out of a fight like a wounded warrior, right? And he's celebrating that moment. That's the point I'm making. It. Celebrate your moments, guys. When you get through something, whether it's a mental celebration, whether it's a physical celebration, or whether it's a spiritual celebration, stop partying and start celebrating. Celebrate your moments in life. We drink, we smoke to party. We got to change that dynamic in our life and start celebrating our successes. And why that's important to me, I've never celebrated my successes. I've never had a birthday party. I've never celebrated any of my awards I've ever won. I've never sat down and I say thank you to people who tell me, right? And you guys may think I'm a pretty confident guy. I'm very confident. You know, God made me this way. But I've never stopped and smelled my own roses. I talk about it, but I don't sit in moments. I don't get on here every day and say I'm Emmy nominated and talk like that. Whenever I wanna confront people, you understand, and do stuff to make it polarizing. I don't talk about how many awards I've won as an educator and this and that. Some people may say I do, but you know, but at the end of the day, I've never celebrated those moments. I didn't party. I didn't have a party. When I was nominated for an Emmy, everyone said, you need to throw a party. I had 200 people telling me I need to throw a party. You understand? I had one of my rich friends who wanted to put on a party for me. I says, no. I got to win that Emmy. Nah, we ain't doing that shit. We got to win the fucking Emmy. You understand what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, man, I'm just inspired. And the synopsis of this video is start celebrating, y'all. Start celebrating. Your victories are worth celebration. Stop partying. Not stop partying, but minimize the partying and maximize and level up on your celebrations. You know what I mean? Whether you get an LLC and start your own business, whether you graduating from college or you make it to the sophomore year, your junior year, your senior year, you go to med school. You understand? Like for real. I've never sat down. We've never celebrated Dre graduating from med school. Well, we had one party, but then it's on to the next one. You know what I mean? Like now we got, like, you know what I mean? Like honestly, I've never, and watching Caleb Plant go to his victory party yesterday at Greystone. It's called Nightingales now here in LA. You know, it's just a beautiful thing, man. And you know, I just want to encourage y'all, encourage everybody out there. Start celebrating your life. Celebrate your life. And that's what I learned last night. That's what I learned last night, because we're all gonna perish. You understand? Dre is in mourning, and I don't know how she's handling losing 2 grandparents in 40 days. In 40 days, Dre lost 2 grandparents. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how you get through something like that. You understand what I'm saying? And she's doing it. Caleb Plant lost his daughter. How do you get through that? How do you get through that? You understand? So this is all love, man. I'm about to pull up at the gym. I had them 2 donuts last night on the way home, so I'm about to get it in. But I'm going to the weight room first, though. Go to the weight room first, and then I go to the boxing gym. It was raining outside, and it kind of, you know, slowed things down in the house. But see, that's why I'm glad, you know, I had a workout last night, so it worked out really well. So anyways, man, so I'm gonna get on the Stairmaster today, and we're gonna have a good time with that. But start celebrating, okay? And I stand by what I said at the beginning of this video. Those first 4 rounds was as good as Floyd Mayweather versus Diego Corrales. And boxing historians gonna say this and that. There's no better performance I've seen as a boxer in the past 2 years. I'm just gonna say 2 years because I don't want to get into a competitive debate. I just want a passive debate, all right? I've never seen a greater 4 rounds, a consecutive 4 rounds in a world championship fight. I've never seen it in the past 2 years. That might, oh man, I sparred 3 rounds yesterday. Sunday before the fight, I sparred 3 rounds, and I'm not even 5% as good as Caleb Plant. You understand what I'm saying? I'm overthrowing my left hook. I'm off balance after I throw my left hook. I'm shooting my right. My back foot is coming off the ground, and you know what I mean. But to the average person, I look good doing it, right? But if I'm sparring in the ring next to Caleb Plant, or I'm shadow boxing next to Caleb Plant, man, I look like Caleb Plant is special, man. Caleb Plant is special, and I'm glad that I've been a part of it. You know, I'm part of his success, and I want him to continue. I want all these guys to make money. You know, I say the same thing about every other fighter. Joey Spencer, I want him to. I told Joey Spencer just some subtle things yesterday about how he can get better. I told Joey Spencer, I said, Joey, in between rounds, I saw your arms on the ropes. Get your arms off the ropes and relax your legs. You know what I mean? Because there's gonna be a point where he's gonna have to get pushed. He's gonna need because you need to circulate that air. You need to relax your muscles in between rounds and circulate that air. You know, and you gotta get your heart rate back down. And those type of things, relaxing will help him relax his body so he can get his heart rate down and get back up in the ring. You know, so. But little things, man. I just want to be a part of these guys' success, you know. And it was a beautiful night of boxing. I salute y'all. I just want to say thank you to everybody. I probably had honestly, about 150 DMs yesterday, communicating with y'all, talking to y'all. Had a great time communicating with y'all. Don't stop. I love y'all. Let's do this, and let's get better. And guess what? You know what the fucking amazing thing about this is? It's fight week, y'all. We got Adrian Broner, Manny Pacquiao, so we don't stop here. I land in Vegas Thursday morning, and that's it. So I'm about to get in and go in this. I'm about to sit in this car because this was a very emotional video for me, so I need to relax, breathe, and probably just cry for like 13 seconds, and then get my ass in this gym and lift some weight. So, but anyways, man, I salute y'all. I love y'all, and get through those moments. Celebrate your success. Caleb Plant, I learned a lot from Caleb Plant last night, man, and I'm honored to know that he gonna be all right. Peace, guys.